by Dino.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, idealists and visionaries, I am your boy Ideal Tone, and I am here to make it known that we are back with another episode, and I do mean another episode of Binge or Cringe, and we are finally doing the Boondocks episode. Can I get a round of applause, please? Grum,
yeah.
Grum, did you clap, Grum? Because someone didn't tell me.
Yeah, but I had noise cancellation on. Sorry.
Yeah, he clapped, but he's only got one hand, so. You know.
Hi, Milo. How you doing? Welcome to the stream. All right, so we are going to be talking about Boondocks today, and I'm gonna be honest with you. I feel like it's going to be more of a free for all than usual. Usually, I ask questions, and it's like that. And I'm going to ask questions, but it's not going to be as structured because let's be real, the Boondocks wasn't really structured. It was like a free for all. Every episode,
it was all about praising the white man.
Oh God. Oh God, I'm good, Milo. Everybody say hi to Milo. Milo's in the chat.
Hi, Milo.
Milo, praise the white man, white Jesus. Thank you, Lord. Hallelujah.
Oh my God. Oh my God, he's already started. All right, so as you guys,
this is why we brought him.
You guys know, we are doing the Boondocks. I have it on the screen over here. You know, keeping it legit. So let's hop right into it. Let's go with introductions. Y'all already know who I am, but who's the rest of my panel? First, right next to me, we have the one, the only Dom, the Energy Queen.
It's the energy. What's up, everybody? You know, I always have to be here when homie with the Binge or Cringe, and Boondocks was one of my faves growing up, so I couldn't miss this, John.
Glad to have you here. Then we have the godfather of anime.
What up, what up? I'll start this one the way the anime starts. Jesus was black, Reagan was the devil, and the government's lying about 9/11.
Yeah. Wow, hold on. Praise white Jesus. Jesus was not black, he was white. God damn it. Praise be the white Jesus, and don't trust those niggas over there.
Then we have Grim, our residential ruckus, Uncle Ruckus. No relations.
No relations.
Listen here. Mind your business. And white Jesus.
And white Jesus.
And white Jesus. Oh man, this is gonna be a fun episode because Grim is already acting out of pocket. So let's get down to it.
He's been waiting for this for months.
I know he has.
No, he's been waiting for this for years. We talked about doing this as one of the first episodes before you even started Binge or Cringe.
I remember, yeah. So it's been a long time coming, but we're finally here. We're finally doing it. Let's make it a one for the books.
All right.
So opening statements, guys. Let's talk about the Boondocks. The Boondocks is iconic. Let's be real. Yeah. It's so iconic. Yeah. It's hit home and hit different aspects for other people to where anybody could enjoy it. And it touches on so much. It touches on racism, politics, hip hop, music, urban culture. It touches on a lot that has to deal with the modern world in a comedic aspect, where you can't hate the characters though you want to. Even the characters you should despise, you can't hate them because of how it is delivered.
Because you know why? Because they some niggas.
Is he just gonna be saying that the whole entire time?
I don't know.
Probably,
yeah.
Probably.
He might stop for a second until he refills his water jug to just refresh his throat, but then he's gonna
Taking
go
shots.
again.
I ain't feeling no water jug. I'm taking shots.
Oh dear God, he's drinking. This is gonna be worse.
Hey, babe, leave chicken out.
So, all right. Here's what's about to go down. Don, we're gonna start with you. Well, what about the Boondocks? What made you? What's about the Boondocks made you continue to watch it? What got you into it? What made you like? Oh, this is my shit. Like.
So I don't even know what was my first episode or how I got into it. I just remember that when I did start watching it, I was laughing like I don't know what, because the stuff that they were saying, like, of course, first of all, I'm like pretty young, and they do a lot of profanity and stuff, and that's not what we don't do that in my family and stuff.
Yeah.
But like, you just can't help but laugh, and like with some of the stuff that they were talking about or doing, like they did kind of like hit a bit close to like reality or society that was going on in the real world. But they, like you said, they did a comedic aspect of it, so it was like a way to like not let what was going on in the real life affect you as you were just like watching it, how they made fun of it. And like Huey, Riley, and oh my gosh, and
Granddad.
Yeah, Granddad. Well, no, I'm trying to Robert.
Oh, Robert Freeman.
Robert Jedediah Freeman.
No, that's Granddad. I don't care. Look, he don't deserve that name. I'm
no,
sorry.
His name is Robert Jedediah Freeman.
No, bro. Sometimes Granddad was out of pocket. He didn't deserve that name. I'm sorry. Like, he didn't. I got so much to say about Granddad. I don't want to do it right now. I still want to do these introductions.
We're gonna wait. But yeah, it was just like, it wasn't just that, but also like the animation itself. Like, it kind of reminds you of like going into like the actual animation, but we all know that it's not technically anime.
It's anime worthy though. That's what we call anime worthy.
Yeah.
So I completely agree. What about you, Uncle Ruckus?
No relations.
Well, listen here, right? All I know is when I got in there was not enough white people on the show. So praise be the white man and praise be white Jesus before I can say anything else. Now, with that being said,
here's Grim now.
I got into the show because Regina is like a hell of an actress.
Yo, she kills it, man.
Regina Hall is a hell of an actress. The way she does Huey and Riley and portrays two different, personas with those two characters is just amazing. Riley being the more of a man, fuck you, Huey, you gay as shit, nigga. And Huey like, Riley, I'll beat the shit out you if you go outside and do some dumb shit.
They were totally two different aspects, but on the same coin. You know what I mean? Two sides of the coin.
Yeah, they were yin and yang, and that's what made them fucking amazing. Especially when it came down to Uncle Ruckus watching them. They did not play that. They did not play that shit. But I mean, that like I said, Regina was like she's an amazing actress. She's an amazing voice actress, and she did her thing with this Boondocks. It touched on a lot of politics, a lot of like troubling things in urban cultures. Like, for one, the nigga moment. That's something that we never talk about, but that's one of the things
important.
It's important because it gave an insight to the caucus audience that never really saw those type of things in real life. It put it into a comedic aspect, but it showed them like this shit really happens.
Yeah. Nigga moments are real things. Like,
nigga moments are really real things. And like I said, the only person who would probably experience that because of the upbringing he had and where he lives at is the guy that's in the is doing the the podcast with his Kobo. He's probably had several nigga moments, and you can talk about it.
Kobo, you want to chime in now?
Because where he's from, like in the era he grew up in, so he's had several of them. He just probably dare not to speak of them.
Well, come on, Kobo, that's that true. Speak up, man. Tell us what's on your mind.
Kobo.
I think we lost him.
Oh, he's
Hello?
old.
He probably got to deal with his mom or something right now. So we'll come back to him.
What is it? Yeah, about 5 o'clock. Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll come back to it. But yo, that's true. There's a lot of the things that you watch in the Boondocks is very relevant to the urban and black community, or like the culture. Like
He's back.
it's relevant, and some of it you were like, "Damn, I wish that wasn't relevant," but it is.
Yeah.
Kobo's back.
Kobo, you back?
I'm back.
All right,
Yes, I
so
am.
Grim segued into you by saying that because Grim brought up the nigga moment from the Boondocks, and he said you probably, as one of the only few white people who, because of where you grew up and how you grew up, that may have experienced a nigga moment.
I hate that he does this to me every damn time because he knows my childhood and he knows like how I grew up and shit. And so he knows that, there are a lot of parallels because we both grew up in a poor community, and we both grew up in an area that wasn't exactly friendly towards us.
Yep.
But the guy who wrote the series is my age, actually. And so he grew up with a lot of the same animations I did, and you could see it reflected in there. And he was heavily also influenced by anime. So the fight scenes were always epic. That's what drew me to it initially. I didn't even know it was a comedy. I just watched Huey kick ass, and I was like, dude, this is Afro Samurai Gold right here. I'm on it.
Afro Samurai.
Right? And once I started watching it, it was like, right out the gate, laughs. Cultural moments that I grew up in, like
I told you.
like there were things that I could draw parallels that just made me laugh, and there were a lot of things that were informative. As a white dude growing up on the West Coast, I don't have the same perspective as someone on the East Coast. But there are parallels there, but there were lessons to be learned for a young 20-year-old me when this aired.
Yep.
Yep. Oh wow.
To make that correlation, with the Afro Samurai to the combat and fisticuffs that partook in Boondocks was really good, Kobo, because I never thought about that, but that was actually it's similar. It's a lot of similarities in Afro Samurai fighting to what Huey and Riley and then far as like Uncle Ruckus when he fought, and the Dragonfly Jones when he fought him, because Dragonfly Jones was from a black movie called I'm Gonna Get You Sucker, directed and written.
And then they brought him and he was brought into a lot of different stuff like Martin and all that.
Yep. Yeah.
But all right,
was
so
that Samuel L. Jackson?
Who?
And I'm Gonna Get You Sucker. Thinking of something else.
Okay. But yeah, so Boondocks obviously has made an impact on all of us here. All right, but let's dive in, man. Let's really dissect. All right, so first of all, I'm just going to ask this question right from the bat. What do you think was probably one of the most? All right, you know what? No, first, here's my first question. Who is your favorite character outside of Uncle Ruckus?
I knew it.
Outside of Uncle Ruckus, I don't know. Uncle Ruckus is like a crowd-pleasing favorite.
Huey. It's always Huey.
Huey?
Yeah.
Philosophical underpinnings of almost every episode, and how he presents them drives the episode.
Yeah.
And I'm like Afrocentric, Tone. You know that, man. I'm like full blown, like not say full blown Black Power, Black Panther type word, but I'm all for like black, like uprisings and stuff, and listening to Huey speak. Well, I'm sorry, listening to Regina speak through Huey, that it was just, man, the things she laid on us was just amazing. Kobo, what Kobo? One more time. How the episode start off again? What Huey say? My president is black, and what else?
No, that's not what Huey said. That's what Riley said. But we'll get to that.
Okay, yeah.
Huey said something
Riley
else.
said, "My president is black." He said,
He was like,
said,
no,
fuck.
Riley had a whole speech, and I know it.
Yeah, Riley said, "Fuck." He said,
He
"Fuck
was like,
the
fuck
plane
you,
came
fuck
on.
fuck the plane you came in on, fuck your gay very single accent, fuck the games you play, fuck the shoes with the bell on it, fuck the socks with the bell on it, and fuck the country and fuck the queen. This is America. My president is back and my Lambo is blue, nigga. Now get the fuck out my hotel room." And if I see you in the street, I'm gonna slap the shit out of you.
Let's go.
That's what he said, bro. I had to remember. I stuttered a little bit, but I was still remembering some of the lines. That was probably the most gangster shit Riley has ever done.
Which one? I missed it. Which one?
Oh, Coco, no, I gotta say it again.
I'm sorry, man. I had to go check on my mom.
All right. No, I basically remember when Riley was in the hotel and he said all that shit to the British.
Oh, yeah. When he's got the fucking furs on. And shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
That was the most gangster thing he ever said. Most gangster thing.
He has a couple real gangster episodes, all right.
But I think that was it though. That was like the peak for Riley.
Oh,
Like,
peak Riley, 110%.
But yeah, no. All right. So we were saying favorite characters outside of Uncle Ruckus. Everybody, all y'all three are saying Huey.
No. I'm not gonna say Huey. Beside Uncle Ruckus, I'm actually gonna go with. To be honest, it's probably not a fan favorite. Dang, what's his name?
What you gonna say, Tom?
Yeah, man, I like Tom, bro. It's funny. It's funny because Tom was the comic relief.
But here's the thing, Tom's an Uncle Tom. Like he is.
Not just that. Tom was like the textbook type of black dude in the 80s, bro.
Yes.
Like the upper class black dude in the 80s. That was Tom. 110% right there, dude.
I strive to be Tom.
Yo.
But like
sometimes,
like his blackness did come out on some episodes.
Yeah.
Like what was it, the basketball episode where he was coaching Riley's team and then they lost and they get snapped.
He's like looking at the white woman, technical foul. Touching her. Oh, that's a lynching nigga.
Yo.
Good choice.
What about you, Dom?
For me?
Yeah, you got. Is it Huey or someone else?
Oh yeah, it's Huey. I think it
Huey.
was like Huey who got me into it because of the fact that he was doing martial arts and just like, you know, was real cool and real cute to look at. Like, you know, I was like young, but I was just like, yo, he looked cute and he's doing martial arts, kicking people's butts and stuff and everything. So it's always Huey for me.
All right, I got a tie for two of them, to be honest. Y'all ready?
Yep.
All right. Number one, first one out of the tie is Bushido Brown. Bushido Brown. My man was about it. Bushido Brown. He was the epitome of the black karate master with the fro. He was like, whoa. Yeah. And he literally remind me of every black karate master from the 80s, bro. Dude.
No. That goes over. The afro, that's all 70s, baby. That is all.
Yeah,
70s.
you're right. That's 70s. But you know what I mean. Like segue into the 80s because like some of them are still in it. So like, but yeah. So Bushido Brown, I love Bushido Brown, bro. Especially how maintenance he is for no reason, but he got the skill. So it's like he got the skill though. Like nobody was able to touch him. Like
no.
Absolute Action Jackson right there.
And then the other one, and don't get me wrong, he was not a black character, but this was my nigga.
Ed?
Jen Rummy. Jen Rummy is my nigga.
I thought you was going to say one of the two the two brothers that was robbing everybody.
I
Trying to
thought
get
you were gonna say Ed.
No, I'm not.
Yeah.
No, not Ed Wensler. Jen Rummy is my nigga, bro. That dude is so. Ed's best friend. That dude is so. No, because even Ed said that. I'm like, I told you my boy was gangster. Jen Rummy is gangster.
Oh, yeah, that's the son, right?
No, that's Ed Wensler's the
Ed's
son.
Jim Rumby is
It's
the
the
other
boy
one.
with the glasses.
Jen Rummy's the blind one with the glasses.
Yeah. He's the rich dude's son that came back from Iraq.
No, that's not. No, that's no.
Ed.
That's
Ed's
Ed.
the rich,
Ed
the
is
rich
the-
boy that came from the war. His friend that was wearing the glasses and the blonde braids that he always be hanging out with.
Yeah.
One was voiced by Charlie Murphy. The other one was voiced by Samuel
Ed.
Jackson.
Jen Rummy was voiced by Samuel Jackson.
Yeah, that's the one. That's the one
Yeah,
that was
Ed
like.
Charlie.
Yeah, that's the one that was like, man, he got a motherfucking gun right here.
No, Jen Rummy's my boy. Because first of all, I never heard this term, and then then I was like, what the fuck does he mean? Then he explained it. Nigga technology.
Oh God.
He was like, nigga technology. We were like, what? He was like, bro, even Ed was like, pause, bro. What you talking about? He was like,
Right.
nigga technology, man. Technology made for niggas. He was like, what? He was like, I'm not talking about black people. I'm talking about niggas as in ignorant motherfuckers. Like, I was dying,
He
bro.
broke that shit down.
He
yo,
broke
to a
it
syllable.
down.
Yo.
I was like, bro, he's right. Cell phones and shit is nigga technology.
Yo, he broke that shit down to a fucking syllable, bro. He
He
on
broke
point.
it down. It wasn't even a syllable. It was a fucking science. And I was like, yo. It broke my mind. Like, I was like,
Yeah, I'm telling you, the writers and the Regina and the writers that collab with her to make this
Ahead of his
series.
time.
Yeah, man. I'm really hoping, I'm praying that they continue this series, but
We can't.
they listen, man.
who gonna voice Granddad, man?
You don't need Granddad. You can have no. Listen. I understand we all need Robert Jedediah Freeman to come back, but I don't think we need him. I think we need his sister. His sister would be a great replacement. His sister would be a great replacement. The loudmouth mom from all the Tyler Perry
Yeah, I
shows.
know you talking about. I saw
Yeah.
that.
I think she can carry the torch. She doesn't need to be in every episode. Just here and there, like Robert Freeman was. Pops was in. He wasn't in a lot of episodes. But the main episodes that were about home with the restaurant with the Luther burger,
Bro,
the nigga moment with.
I don't even want to talk about the Luther because Grimm was trying to make one. Like Grimm was trying to make one.
Hey, listen, I was successful at making one.
No, bro. No, bro. First of all, you saw what happened to the people that was eating that shit, and you decided to make one. Like,
But listen, when I made it, the dog ate it.
What?
Yeah, I had a pit bull at that point in time, and I made a Luther, and I left it on the counter, and the dog jumped up and ate it.
Oh my! Was he okay?
That dog is fine.
Okay.
That dog is fine.
yeah, man. So, those are my two choices: Rashido Brown and Jen Rummy. And Jen Rummy's my nigga. Like, he was like, the absence of evidence is not the evidence of absence. There are known unknowns and unknown knowns.
Yeah.
I was like,
that is a straight up Donald Rumsfeld quote from the early 2000s. There are known unknowns and there are unknown unknowns.
yo, Jen Rummy was my boy, bro.
All right. Question.
All right, what's
I
up?
have a question. What was you guys' favorite episode starting with Dom?
What?
Yep. Like we are being courteous, so the saying is, ladies first. Ladies first.
Oh my gosh.
Favorite episode. I gotta think about that.
Now hurry your nigger ass up. Because the white man needs to talk than Kobo.
Oh my gosh, you want me to go through all these episodes and see which
Hey,
one?
listen.
Um,
Listen. Go ahead.
Okay, so I have a tie.
Okay.
It's a tie.
Okay.
All right, so the first one would be the Obama episode.
Obama.
Everybody was going all out for that.
that was like the bomb episode, yo.
Oh my gosh!
Oh, shit.
Like, hold on, just to go back a bit on it. The fact that Huey, he was just like complacent on it, and that just set everybody off for no reason.
Huey didn't want a black president. He was like, "What the fuck?" He was like, "What?"
He was just like, and then he's like, what do you mean by that?
Yo,
Huey's whole mindset was like, having a black president ain't gonna change nothing. Like,
right. I mean, we can get into what Obama did, but that's something for a different
that's something
topic.
separate. Yeah.
Yeah. So she said she had a tie between the Obama episode and whatever episode.
The second one that I thought was one of the latest episodes I seen was the Dodge, not the Dodge, but the kickball episode.
Oh,
Yo,
shit.
That kickball
that episode was fire.
Witness. Like, I was just like, I don't know how he ended up still getting her out, but he did with the busted ball.
Oh shit, yo.
No, you know what's my favorite line from that episode?
What?
When Uncle Ruckus was like, "Achi hit you, watch it now. Now get out of here, yellow nigga." I was like, yo. he was like, "You're out." Or in you, how you say in your language, or watch it now, yellow nigga. I was like, yo.
He's like, what did you yellow nigga?
I was down, Uncle Ruck. When I heard that, I was on the floor.
Yo,
I was literally on the floor, and I was like,
Uncle Ruckus ain't like nobody that wasn't
white. Yeah,
that wasn't white.
If you wasn't white, if you wasn't Caucasian, he didn't like you or respect you. But the thing is, what had me on the floor, I never heard that saying or that term. Someone said, "Yellow what?" I was like, "What?"
Oh shit.
So yeah, it's those two. I just like that. Just always, I can always go to and have a really good laugh the whole entire episodes. Everything was just like yes to me. Like those two will always be my tops.
Okay. All right, Cobalt, you there?
Yeah.
All right, what's your favorite episode?
My favorite episode?
If you can remember, we could come back to you.
Come back to me. Let me think about it because I've got two.
All right, go ahead, Grim.
I'm not sure if.
My favorite are okay. So I do have two episodes. One was when Robert Jedediah Freeman sold his fucking freedom. Yo, he sold his freedom, and Uncle Ruckus, he said, "Listen, I thought that motherfucking nigga wouldn't do it, but he sold his freedom." He said, "Robert, you're a goddamn fool." he sold his freedom. That was one. The second one was Stinkmeister Return.
Stinkmeaner.
Oh my god.
Stinkmeaner, yep.
That was the second part of a nigga moment.
Yeah, Stinkmeaner Return. That was funny as shit.
Buckets was the one that tried to
exercise him out.
It was like Then when Uncle Ruckus opened the bag, he was like, we these are things that are straight fair to a nigga's heart.
You like read, nigga, read.
He was like a noose, a whip, a nightstick, a flashlight, a job application. I was like,
A job application.
And the last thing, a book. Read, nigga, read.
Then he was like, the nigga will lie, he will scheme. I was like,
Stinkmeaner was like,
Oh man! But the way they rectified the nigga moment was because Uncle Ruckus hates everybody except white people, and Sneak Meter
Right.
hates everybody. So they found mutual ground. That's how they exercised.
Oh man, dude, those 2 episodes was like I really didn't think that Grandpa would actually like sell his freedom to get out of debt. Basically, he became a slave again, and Uncle Ruckus was like happy as hell. He was like, you just sold your freedom, so I'm now your slave master. He said, I told the white man you wouldn't do it. He said, God damn it, you did it. He said, I'm happy as hell. He literally became his slave master.
I know because he was whipping him.
Yeah. Wait. I'm sorry. Hold on. When Robert called, he was like, Ruckus, what you doing? You supposed to be over here. Cut my lawn. He said, I don't want to cut your lawn, nigga. He said the white man pay half the price. He said, but they smell good and I get eliminated for it. He said, I'd rather you sit there and go and be in the jungle with your monkey ass.
Oh man. Okay.
Oh,
Kobo, you ready or you want me to go?
Yeah, I mean, I would say, if I remember correctly, it's one where he fights Bushido Brown.
Oh,
Riley
when Huey fights him?
Bushido
You
Brown.
have Oprah
Yeah,
or
they fight to a draw, but the battle is epic. I'm like, hell yeah.
I like that.
I love that episode.
I actually do. The combat was fucking amazing.
It wasn't
Always,
just
man.
that; it was the placement of the combat. I had enjoyed everything leading up to that point was hilarious, and it'd been funny every week at that point. And then in the middle of all this hilariousness, you get this just epic battle that reminded me of like the anime that was popular at the time. So I was like, hell yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah, man. Oh man. Okay. Y'all ready? Here, I got a tie as well. All right. So, one is Catcher Freeman.
I knew it.
Catcher Freeman episode is.
I knew it. I was waiting for it. I knew you were going to say that.
Catcher Freeman episode is goated, okay? Especially when they. He was like, dude, like, yo, Granddad just like he was sussing that episode a little bit. He was like, she was gazing at him through his trapezius muscles rippled through his shirt. And Riley was like, "That's gay, Granddad. Why you?" He was like, and then he gonna say, "Robert." He was like, "Catcher Freeman was a sexy man." I was like, "Yo." I was like, "Granddad, pause, bro."
Riley was notorious was like gay. That's gay.
Granddad, he was like, "Granddad, you gotta say no homo." He was like, "What?" You gotta say no homo.
He's like, you say no homo, oh that's gay.
Mm-hmm.
What? I ain't gonna say no homo, boy. I'm a grown ass man.
All right.
But Uncle Bucky went and tried to say his interpretation of it. I'm just like, what?
All right. Now here's the thing. Here's the thing. Technically, it's like a 3-way. I'm sorry, but because this is the character that made these episodes, so that's why I'm like, can I just put them together? The 2 episodes that had a pimp named Slickback.
I knew it.
Pimp named Slickback. He's like, can I just call you Slickback? Like, nah, nigga, you gotta see the whole thing. I'm a pimp named Slickback.
You couldn't just call him Slickback. Nope, it's a pimp named Slickback.
I'm like, nigga, are you deaf? It's a pimp named Slickback. Like, say it with me now.
I thought you were gonna say Thugalicious, bro.
No, not Thugnificent. Not Gangstalicious, bro. Not Gangstalicious.
Gangstalicious.
Oh, the song though.
No, bro. A pimp named Slickback. He was like, no, because especially when he was helping out Tom, he was like, I know what my bitches are. Like, he was like, bitch. He was like, I can tell you right now, bitch, where you at? And he was like, I'm out here getting your money. Thank you, Grandma. See, I know where my bitch is at. Look at you, out here bitchless. Like,
shit.
yo, that episode was funny because Riley was like, he was like, Usher. He was like, you lost your bitch to Usher? I can see if it was T.I. That's a real nigga, but Usher? You better check that bitch, Mr. Dubois.
Oh wait,
Oh,
wait!
oh my
He's not the first person who lost his bitch to Usher.
Yeah.
He's not,
He's gone.
bruh.
Nah, but Tom didn't have to be singing "Burn in the Street" though.
Yo, Tom was definitely in the.
He was in the street doing "Let It Burn."
I'll be right back.
So off. Like they had the music and stick around while you off. And then the random people was dancing with him in the street. I'm like, what? And then like, oh, the car.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
Oh,
they were like,
man.
yeah, he was like, so you gonna no? Then he gonna ask Mr. A pimp named Slipback. He was like, so you gonna help me get my girl back? No, I'm gonna teach her to make that bitch behave. She want excitement. She can take her ass to the movies. I was like, what? I was like, yo, he is out of pocket. A pimp named Slipback is out of pocket. Then when he fought Rarest Taboo. Rarest Taboo was whooping Tom's ass, bro. Like she was on his ass. And Pip was like, "Oh, Rarest Taboo, you're in rare form." Like, just watching him get his ass beat. Huh?
What you doing? He said, "What you doing?" She definitely was whooping Tom ass.
He was like, "Tom, you're allowed to hit it now. It's self-defense."
Oh shit!
Oh my gosh. My stomach hurts. Been laughing too hard. Oh man, but those are my favorite episodes. But all right, so next question, okay? And like I feel like I said, it's not as structured. I'm asking questions, but like we're just going everywhere at this point. What you thought? Yeah, what was your like not episode, but moment? What moment was like, damn, that's fucked up, but I can't stop laughing? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm trying to think. Shit. Not the Gangstalicious part. Not the Gangstalicious. Yo, wait, was it?
Oh, excuse me.
Was it when he got shot and he was in the hospital?
That's Gangstalicious, yeah.
That's Gangstalicious, right? Yeah, I'm trying to. Was it that one? No. I'm trying to think. Oh, I know what one it was. When Uncle Ruckus came, he came in. He said when Grandpa went on to he went on to the single pimped out vacation without Tom, and Uncle Ruckus came. He said, "I'm here to watch you niggas." He said, "Your grandpa got me watching you niggas in my own habitat. I'm a professional zoologist," and they started fucking Uncle Ruckus.
Yo, they was shooting with guns and everything, bro. Like BB guns and everything. They was messing Uncle Ruckus up.
That was
the war with Uncle Ruckus. I came in at the right time, dude.
That was a fucked up episode because Uncle Ruckus got his ass tore up. But I just couldn't stop watching it.
Is it when he's babysitting them or when he first goes over to the house?
When he
both
babysitting
of them. When he babysitting them.
And they got everything ready. I'm just like, what?
Yo, they whoop Uncle Ruckus' ass, yo.
He puts up an insane fight. Like, you don't expect him to go as kung fu as he does, though. You're like, wait, what?
He got his ass whooped. They shot him with every BB gun they could possibly find.
It was fun, though. It was a fun episode.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
He's one of the best characters in the series. Absolutely.
Yes.
Oh, hands down. Which we're gonna get to Uncle Ruckus. I'm saving the best thing for last. So
absolutely.
All right, so Dom, you got a moment? Oh, she is. I can go to Dom's ready. But all right, my messed up moment, but that had me dying, bro, was y'all remember Thugnificent? When Thugnificent, the Thugnificent episode, when he went back to his hometown, and that hometown was fucked up to high heaven.
Oh yeah.
And he was like, man, I grew up in here. Yeah. He was like terrible, whatever they called it, terrible something. And then he was like, I grew up right over there. I saw a man get beat up, get stomped on, shoot him in the chest, and then they took a deuce on this nigga.
Oh yeah, I remember
He was
that.
like,
Yo.
he was like, they took a deuce right on him, and I was like, damn. What made that? What did that nigga do to make them that mad? I was like, and then not even moments later, the old homie, bro, walking by completely butt ass naked, with eating some bread, happy as shit. I was dying. That was the episode. I was like, this is fucked up, but I can't stop laughing, bro. Like really, like think about it. You kill somebody, you beat them up, and then you kill them, and then you shit on them. You shit on their corpse. That is fucked up. Like, you know? Like who thinks?
All right, so what's the
that?
question?
The question was the most. What do you think? What moment? A moment that was really messed up or fucked up, but it made you laugh and you couldn't stop laughing.
Yep. That was definitely a good one.
Yeah, I couldn't stop laughing, bro. I was like, he was like, took a deuce. He took a what? I couldn't stop. I didn't, especially when an old man walked by. He was like, sometimes you got to decide between food and clothes. I was like, yo, that's probably straight facts. Like, you got one, Cobalt, or you need time?
Oh, I've got like 4 of them. That whole show is full of them. But
just give me one.
let me think. Robert killing the blind dude.
Oh, Sting Meaner, yo.
Sting Meaner. Yep. That whole thing, like you just like it goes so bad, and you're like, dude, what the fuck?
I didn't think he was gonna kill Sting Meaner until.
Well,
no one did. You know the way they put it up. That or when Tom has his nigga moment. When he gets sick and he goes crazy.
Oh, when Sting Meaner takes over his body.
Yeah.
Yo. Bruh, I'm just saying, like, Sting Meaner is one of the most evil characters that ever came up in that show. My man, like, when he came back from hell and took over Tom's body, he was like, hell ain't shit. I was like, yo, what?
Between him and Uncle Ruckus, like, they made half that fucking show just ineligible for anything but an R rating, all right?
Take him out.
Yeah, man. But here's the thing. Sting Meaner will technically, like, what he said, hell ain't shit. It was kind of true to in his point of view. Yeah, because he was down there whooping ass. Like,
yeah, he was whooping everybody's ass. Yeah, he was like he was.
And even the so-called devil was like, he's the only one to ever call me a bitch.
And he was scared of him on the low.
He was.
The devil was scared of him. He was happy when his soul escaped from hell. You know what that devil remind me of? The South Park devil.
Yo.
Straight pussy.
I'm back.
Welcome back, Dom. Do you got a moment for us?
Yes. So I guess we're just continuing this Uncle Ruckus train that we're doing, because like there's stuff that like is messed up when it comes to him, but like you just can't help but laugh or just be like you just can't stop laughing about it and stuff. So it's the origin of Uncle Ruckus. And
oh god, yeah.
And the one moment, because like my sister and I, we were it came up on her Instagram, and we were just like laughing at it because we just like it's messed up with it. So we just can't stop like how when his dad slapped him 3 times.
Yo, Mister was evil as hell, bro.
Yeah, he was.
Like, you know, it just makes for like the littlest things, like when he when the vase accidentally dropped on the floor. I don't even think he did it, and then Mister, he just was just like, he's like.
No, but his mom never did anything about it. She was like, "Oh, my baby." That's all she said. That's all she ever did.
No, he said, "Mom was not allowed to miss this house." I'm like, what?
Another crazy joint when BET made a whole fucking segment about Uncle Ruckus. He was like, "Now what we supposed to do here?" He said, "Read, act like we know something, act like we're smart, huh?" He said, "Oh, what we supposed to do?" He's like, "I'm a nigga then." He's like, when he found out that he was black, and then they had to lie.
Oh, he was pissed, bro. He was. He's Then he was like, "All right, I gotta start acting like a nigga now." Like he got a big ass white tee. He started wearing Timbs and jeans. I was like,
He said, "Wear the shoes of Jerry West, you Pete Mankiewicz, Larry Bird." He said, "I want some shoes that are named after those guys." He said, "Fuck this." He said, "Forget these shoes." He was mad as shit, yo. That episode was crazy as hell, man. Like, yo, damn Boondocks, man. Please come out with some new episodes. Because Futurama about to come out with some new episodes in next week.
Yeah, they are. I can't wait.
I can't wait. Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait.
So, all right. So we answered. So we answered that question. Now, I feel like this is going to take a minute, and we're just going to keep laughing. So let's get to it. Uncle Ruckus, man. Uncle Ruckus. Let's just talk about Uncle Ruckus. Uncle Ruckus is probably the most iconic character to come out of this show.
He really is. You should hate him.
Not just the show, animation history. Uncle
This
Ruckus
man is
legend.
so messed up to the and it's because of his background. His mother had him believe he had revitiligo.
It's vertiglio, I believe.
No,
and that's the skin pigment thing, right?
Yes, but he calls it revitiligo.
Yeah. Okay, I was under impression it was vertiglio.
Well, the way he says it says revitiligo. He's like, I got revitiligo. I'm like,
what the hell is that? Oh my god!
And I was like, he was like every year my skin. He was like, you know how when people get lighter, he was like, every year my skin just seems to get darker and darker
and darker.
Michael Jackson had the regular version. Lucky motherfucker.
Oh, he definitely was pissed at Mike.
And so I asked my sister, so I'm like, does that mean he was into Michael Jackson or no?
No, he was pissed.
He hated Michael Jackson. He was like, because Michael Jackson had vitiligo or whatever the actual term is, but he calls it vitiligo, and Michael Jackson had the lighter skin pigmentation and he hated Michael Jackson because he has it. He hates Michael Jackson. And like, Uncle Ruckus is literally, he's definitely like the most. You can go anywhere, and anybody who's watched Boondocks will definitely 9 times out of 10 say Uncle Ruckus is one of their favorite characters. I have yet to meet somebody who says otherwise. And
you met us,
huh?
We told you that.
And here's the thing. Here's the thing about it. He's so fucked up, and because he's a character that's meant to be hated, but you can't hate him, like, because he's so true to himself. Like,
I think he actually kind of connects with a lot of. I'm gonna be honest with you. A lot of Black Americans and that's struggling with their. We're not gonna get in depth with this because there's a lot of Black Americans that are struggling with, their identity, far as political identity. I'm not gonna say racial. I'm not gonna say racial identity because they know who they are, but they're struggling with their political identity. They don't know if they want to go right or left. So a lot of people kind of grasp and they gravitate towards him because he's one of those characters that is unapologetic to how he feels and unapologetic to who he believes in and what he believes in. So as Black men and Black women, you're taught to be a certain thing. You're taught to do a certain thing, think a certain way, and believe a certain thing. That's down to Christianity. That's down to politics. That's down to everything. he is not that character. He is not that typical black man.
Well, he's like a parody of it, you know.
Yeah.
He's like a very extreme parody
Yeah.
of kind of what you run into in a society that was built the way ours was, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. So
I mean,
think
we're not that far off from fucking slavery. People don't realize segregation existed when I was a fucking kid in some areas. That shit ain't that long ago, you know.
That's why I think a lot of people gravitate towards Uncle Ruckus, and they like him as a character because he's just unapologetic about everything he says when it comes down to everything.
That's true.
I mean, even in certain episodes when he's talking about white people for a certain, time frame. I mean, he apologized to them afterwards, but he spoke truth about white people, and it was just kind of like I said, there wasn't many times where he kind of like badmouthed white people, but when he did, it was just like, oh shit, Uncle Ruckus, you crazy as hell. They like, I'm sorry.
Nah, man. And Uncle Ruckus.
I feel like he was a sounding board for. Sorry, I feel like he was a sounding board for how extreme views looked ridiculous when someone would say them out loud. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But it's made in a comedic light that you just can't help but laugh at it.
Yeah, you can't help it, yo.
Absolutely.
Yeah, Uncle Ruckus was listen, one of the.
He was an antithesis to Huey, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you can't have Uncle Ruckus without Stink Meaner, right? So those two would coexist together, and I would have loved for them to do more because Stink Meaner hated everyone, but when he joined with Uncle Ruckus, he hated black people intentionally because he just didn't like black people at all. Like, period. He just Uncle Ruckus didn't like black people, but with Stink Meaner and Uncle Ruckus got together,
he hated everybody.
They both hated everyone. Yeah. It didn't matter who it was in their path; they just hated everyone. But Uncle Ruckus made Stink Meaner like basically focus his hatred towards more blacks than anything, and it like I follow both of Stink Meaner and Uncle Ruckus on live, and they you can tell. Like I really, really want them to come out with I need them to come out with something new because they doing so much like Stink Meaner and Uncle Ruckus, like the voice actors, they're doing so much stuff together. It's just amazing, and I hope Regina Hall just goes, hey, that's Regina King. I'm sorry, just goes, come on, let's go. We got the script. I'm going to do it on my own. We're going to bring in the sister. And we're going to see how this works.
It would be interesting to take a show like that had them. They were young, they were kids then. How would they be as adults? Like imagine that show.
I want to see that. I want to see Riley and Huey grow up.
Absolutely. I feel like the commentary and the world we live in is ripe for some of these questions more now than it was then at that time.
Mm-hmm.
You know, when it came out, nobody was as sensitive as they are now. So I worry that it would become a target more than it would be teaching the lessons that it taught people back then, you know?
Yeah.
Because it really did. Huey would take things and he would break them down and you would see them differently by the time he was done.
Yeah.
And that's not just on the black side of things, but universally, you know?
Yeah. Philosophically, he was that man. Like, go ahead, Dom. You about to say something? Go ahead. Go ahead. Speak the truth. Wait, where'd she go? Dom.
What? Oh, are you talking? No.
Yeah. Go ahead. Speak. I thought you was gonna say something. Telling you to speak your truth. Go ahead. Do your thing.
No, I was just gonna say I would want to see them like in teenage. Like I don't want to like skip to like adulthood because when we saw them as like. What were their ages? Like what?
Like 10?
Oh, they're like 12, 13 maybe.
No, right. No, Huey was Huey was no older than 12.
They're preteens, you know?
Yeah.
But if you
Riley
look at their
10.
attitude and kind of the mentality, they're teens, you know?
But I just like want to see it like as they're about to, I guess, go into adulthood,
Yeah, like young adults and shit, right?
yeah,
Navigating a world that's completely different from the one that they lived in, that they grew up in. You know,
My
yeah.
my biggest quarrel is that the man at the tree that Huey always spoke to.
The
The
government agent guy.
Yeah.
the
Now we
government
never knew if
agent.
it was actually a real good guy or if it was just a god figment of Huey's imagination.
Yeah, that
Well-
we never got the gist of it. Like he broke shit down to Huey, and then Huey broke shit down to him, and then he just disappeared. We never knew if that was actually someone he was actually
well, no,
really
didn't he come
communicating.
and warn him at one point that the government was coming for him, and the government did end up coming for him? So we know that
Yeah,
he's real.
but we don't know. No, we no. It could have been Huey just being paranoid. It was, it's one of those.
I mean, you got a point. You got a point. I thought that same
episodes.
thing at that time too.
Yeah,
It's
and
one of
even
those
Huey said to himself, "I'm like he didn't know if it was a figment of his imagination or if the guy was actually real." Like, because let's be real, the guy will appear and disappear and like that. Like there was.
Yeah,
God, wasn't he like a ridiculous parody of Deep Throat, like the Nixon's
Kinda.
Deep Throat?
yeah,
Probably,
yeah. He'll appear at the tree, and when he'll appear at the tree, Huey would turn around, talk to him, bust it up, talk about the government conspiracies and all those type of things, and the guy would tell Huey like, "Hey, listen, you're getting too close. You need to back up. They're gonna come for you. You need to relax." And Huey would go, yeah, let them come, and they're not going to do anything to me, and they're not going to get me. And then Huey would put his head down, he'd look up to say something else to him, and the guy would be gone. And he'd be like, okay, well, maybe I'm just fucking going crazy. And then 2 episodes down the line, the government be coming for him. He'd be like, what the hell? He'll fuck them up, or he'll mess them up really, really bad, and then he'll go about his day, and then that same episode, he's at the tree again. The guy's coming back, and he was like, "I told you to be wary of what was going on. You need to calm down. You need to stay away from this." And then third, and then the guy be going again. He'd just be like, "What? Wait, what's going on? Is that someone I'm imagining, or is it me? Or he really didn't know. They were fucking with
I'll be honest with you. I felt like it was just that, how everybody has that voice in the back of your head. That's what I thought he was.
Yeah.
What do they call him? Hold on, let me look it up.
I think it was his conscious or something.
Yeah,
The White Shadow.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The White Shadow was what
White
they called him.
Shadow. Yeah, White Shadow. Yep, White Shadow. God
Okay.
damn, I didn't hear.
But
I didn't
yeah,
hear
so
that name in a long time.
before we, I want to make sure. I don't want to bring us too long in this. So let's talk about honorable mentions before we get out of here.
Okay.
Honorable mentions, and when I mean that, I mean like episodes.
I don't mention the episodes. The episode where Grandpa was dating online, and he ran into the
Kung Fu killer Wolf
the
Sheep
killer,
bitch.
the Kung Fu killer that was in the Kumite.
They were like, you ever heard of the Kumite? What the? Every time every time.
She whooped Raleigh ass.
No, she
Not
beat
Raleigh,
up Huey.
Huey. Yeah,
Huey
she whooped
oh.
Huey ass, yo.
Yo, Huey got his butt whooped. I was like, damn.
I was just like, dang, not my
but
boy.
But he asked for it though. He told her to show him what she was made of, and to
Yeah,
show
but he
him-
said but she said sparring match. That was no damn sparring match.
no. It was technically it was a sparring match because she could have actually killed him.
She could have.
And
But damn,
she
against a little
held
kid,
back.
you went that. She didn't hold back.
She did hold back.
Yes, she did not. She did
No,
not.
she
She
did.
even said when she was on the phone with her girlfriend, she was like, I just beat up his grandson really bad. I kind of didn't hold back. Like that, she said that.
But listen to me. If she would have listened to me, if she went full force, full force, like how she did at the Kumite, she'd have killed Huey in 2.2
Well,
seconds.
no, duh, but she didn't hold back. Let's be real. That she said it.
She said
I didn't hold back, but like, nah, I don't think that was her full-fledged power.
It wasn't because she would have killed Huey. Like, she just wanted to show Huey that she was the deal and she wasn't, something to be messing with. So you know, that's what that was. That's my honorable mention. I'm gonna leave it at that. And we're gonna leave it to Lady Dom. Go ahead, Dom. What's your honorable
What?
mention?
What? Why you doing
Listen, listen,
that?
we were raised as gentlemen, and gentlemen go with ladies first. Or ladies after Uncle
He,
Ruckus.
After
he
Uncle
got a
Ruckus.
point. He got a point.
After Uncle Ruckus. Why is it gotta be after Uncle
Why?
Ruckus?
Why I gotta go after Uncle Ruckus? Like, if
Like,
you
look
want,
here, praise be the white Jesus.
I was just about to say, yeah, that's probably why, right there.
Yeah. You don't have to go
Um,
next, Dom, if you're not ready.
yeah, y'all come back because I'm still trying to figure out my honorable mention.
All
All right, you
Kobo,
got
what
one,
about
Kobo?
you?
If not, I
The
got
episode
mine.
when they introduce Tom's daughter.
Oh, okay. Well, was that
Up
the
until
Lemonade
that
episode?
point, it was basically just the brothers, and at that point, you introduce something that could be a possible love interest. I saw that as something new and interesting about the series that added another character in it, and I don't know why she impacted me so much, but
Because
I enjoyed.
I think what it was,
that
she
edition
was
of
the.
that series.
You know what it was? She was the equivalent to Huey, as in she saw nothing but the world as rainbows. You know what I mean?
I say exactly. I
She was
saw her as
she was
the
the other
sheath.
side.
I saw her as the sheath to Huey's blade, and that is why I always wanted that to be more of a story in there, but it never happened. You know, they were too young at that point. But that's another reason why I'd love to see the evolution of the story between those two. You know, because exactly that's how I viewed it, as her being the sheath to his sword. And I don't mean that in like a sexual
And
way.
she really respected him
philosophical
and
way.
she really respected him in a sense. Like she even said to him, like, one day you're gonna do something really great because you're so smart, or something along those lines. She said to him.
Yeah, but it was another thing. He was the ideological center point of the entire anime. And there are very few people who put him in his place. She was the only child
True.
to actually do that. She called him out quite a few times in that series and was like, yeah.
Or she played to his more like he's more
Well,
like
she played devil's advocate to
she also played
his
she also
ideology.
played to his emotions sometimes. Like when he would be like,
Oh, absolutely.
and he be like, nah, man, blah blah blah, and he be like, you sure you ain't got room for one more? He be like,
Oh yeah.
you ruining the plan,
She was
but
his
all right.
weakness.
Yeah.
She was a weakness of his, but at the same time, yeah, she was the few people to challenge him. Because Huey, for the most part, would just stomp on everyone from a political and philosophical standpoint. All right.
No, we don't care what episode you want to talk about. Like, get out of here, no. Okay.
Oh no!
Oh, wow.
Give Noel his say. How dare you?
You want to know why? Because if he wanted to say something,
Because
he
he's
would be
not
in
here.
here. Yes.
Because he's not here.
Yes.
Yeah, I know.
Yes, I
You
love
gotta
you,
give him
no.
the say.
But you said
You
that
gotta
you
let-
don't remember the show, nor did you watch it, or something along those lines. So you have no power here, Uncle Ruckus, if you would.
Tone, as
Hey,
a constant listener who contributes, give him his say.
He has no power,
Listen,
and he's late.
listen.
All right.
He's
Praise
late.
be the white man, and,
Oh, God.
and praise be the white Jesus. We don't trust those
I done
Mexicans.
trigger
We-
Grim. I done trigger Grim. What have
We
we done?
don't trust those Mexicans, and we don't trust those niggers. As long as praise be the white Jesus.
Oh man,
Hey.
but no, yeah, that was a good episode when they were both fighting. Yeah, that was a good episode.
Who was fighting?
Huey and Riley in the beginning.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
God. Yo, that was sick.
Yo, they was getting it in, yo.
Hold
That
on,
was
you guys. That was my first episode.
That was Huey.
That was the
Riley's
episode
part.
that made me go, I need to watch this series.
He said, look, you like my drip, nigga?
You were like, "Where's the money for the food?" He was like, "I spent it."
No, when he smacks him with a frying pan.
No, let's be real. Huey was whooping his ass.
Yo, he was. Yo,
But he was.
Riley's
But
ass.
Riley got his ass beat, but he never gave up fighting. He always had some toughness to him.
Yeah, he
You
did.
know?
Still got his ass whooped though.
especially when he got his ass
Oh,
beat.
of course.
Especially when he got his chain cooking. He thought magnificent when no one was to go get his chain back.
Oh yeah.
Against it was
The big white dude, the big white boy, the big white little boy. Yeah.
And he hit him in the leg with the fucking bat and broke his leg. He told him, "Shit, nigga, shit broke it, nigga."
All right, I got an honorable mention.
Go ahead.
The trial of Robert Kelly.
Oh,
Oh. Wow.
The episode, I think it was episode 2, the trial of Robert Kelly. Okay, yo. First of all, that whole episode was a mess. It was funny, bro. The whole episode, but the best
the
part,
whole trial was a mess.
yeah, bro. But the best part was before they even got to the trial. In my personal opinion, Riley was like, he was like, "So you representing? Are you representing the opposite?" He was like, "You going against R. Kelly?" He was like, "One, I see P, I move out the way. She saw P coming. She stayed." Like Riley was like, "And why I gotta miss out on the next R. Kelly album just for that?" Like, yo,
You know what killed me about that?
What?
When they show the video, and motherfucker pulls out his social security card. Like, he has the number on everything. You're like,
Oh my
what the
god.
fuck?
Bro.
Like, all the identifying information right there. Right there.
Yo, but Riley
Well, hold
was
on.
right though. You see P
Yeah.
coming, you move. Like,
Yeah.
she,
Hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on. We see our R. Kelly. Dom, we still waiting on yours, Dom.
All right, I got mine. Okay, so I had to try to remember the one that really just needs to be mentioned. And I'm kind of surprised that this character wasn't mentioned, even though she wasn't in a lot of episodes. When she was, you just
Unacceptable. Break 190.
No, you can go ahead.
You just
Dom.
couldn't.
Yeah.
you just couldn't help but be like, "Oh snap!" She have been in what episode? She seemed like she real cool. But I can't remember her name. But when I had mentioned the whole basketball episode, the girl
the white blonde haired girl.
the one that was talking all that smack about Riley and throwing it off his game, and then he did it back to her.
Oh yeah, yo.
Let's be real. If they grow up, bro, let's be real. If they grow up, her and Riley would be a couple. Real talk.
Yeah, he was like your mom. He was like your mom got caught giving neck in the back of the.
It wasn't your daddy.
Oh, that wasn't your daddy, yo.
He said
said
your
what?
mom and the. He said your mom and the one with divorced. They gonna wait for you after your birthday to tell you.
Yo.
He said your mom snort coke. What you think? Ain't nobody looking.
Riley was horrible that episode, bro.
And then that's when Tom was all out and so black.
Yo, right. That was Tom that gave him all that goddamn information. He ain't slick.
Yeah. So Tom is messing. But you know what? This is one. We gonna end this out like this. There was one character that we did not mention, and he needs to be mentioned because he needs recognition.
Oh.
He needs recognition because he's made everybody in our friend group, Grim and Cobalt, laugh. Dom, I don't know if he made you laugh,
Reese
but
Johnson?
I didn't come looking for little boys.
There you go.
I know who you are, Chris Handsome.
I know he was gonna mention him.
I know who you are, Chris Handsome, but I call you Chris Handsome. And I ain't come here for looking at little boys. Okay, I seen you on the TV. I like you, and I want you. Now we could do this the easy way, or we could do this the hard way. The choice is yours.
That episode was about to be that. Reese Johnson crazy. You know he crazy as hell because he's married He talking about I still like booty.
They're like,
He
the
said
choice is
booty.
yours. I guess
He
we're doing
said
this the
booty.
hard way.
He said booty is more important than air.
All right. Sorry about that.
Oh man, no man, the yo, he needed to be mentioned. I'm sorry, he definitely needed to be mentioned. Okay,
Who'd you drop in there?
the
Felice Johnson,
Pete
the booty
Johnson.
man, the booty warrior.
booty warrior.
The booty boy.
He was like, "Nah, I ain't come here looking for no little boys, because I know who you are, Chris Hansen. But I called you Chris Handsome. I see I like you.
I call you Chris Hansen.
I see I like you, and I want you.
Yeah.
We can do it the easy way or the hard way.
The choice is yours.
Looks like
it was the
we're
way
doing
he
it the
said it though.
hard
It was the
way.
way he said it though. The choice is yours.
But the crazy thing is, during the interview, that's how he was too, though. He gonna say, if they wasn't around here, he said, I might slide up one of y'all. Like, what?
Like, yeah,
I almost completely forgot about that episode. But that was one of the best fucking episodes. Dude.
yo, like,
That killed me.
and when Tom had to escort because it was the episode when Tom had to escort the kids to prison, so they for the scared straight stuff. Yo, no, then it goes on. He was like, shut up, old man. You ain't too old and ugly to get fucked.
Well, I like to apologize for my outburst.
There we go.
I apologize for my outburst.
I apologize for my
That
outburst.
shit's still live.
I
That shit still
apologize for
live.
my outburst. He said that goddamn Obama. He said that monkey ain't do nothing. He gonna say, "Oh man, shut up! You ain't too fucking. You ain't too ugly to get fucked." He's like, "That's for my outburst."
Yo, I've never seen Uncle Ruckus apologize so fast, bro.
wait. What are you talking about, Obama? He said, "Oh, look, that goddamn monkey ain't no shit for us black folks." He gonna say, "Shut up, old man. You ain't too ugly to get fucked." He gonna say, "All right, that's my outburst."
Uncle Ruckus and White Heaven. How about that one? That was another great episode.
Why haven't yo? That's
He
when
gets let into White Heaven by Ronald Reagan himself. That's why I know this, the dude who wrote this shit was fucking my age, because that was the first president that I remember really fucking paying attention to.
Bro. But let's just say, as a whole, the Boondocks is so iconic.
Yes.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
it touches on so much, and it breaks down so much, and it's entertaining at that. You can't, and because it's entertaining, you think you won't come out learning anything, but you do. You not only, I feel like you don't learn. You learn about certain things within the aspect of what the show is trying to teach you, but at the same time, you might learn a little bit about yourself. You know what I mean? And who you are as a person.
Absolutely.
It's
all
just
the
one of
animes
those.
we've
It's
ever
just one of those
covered.
shows. It's just one of them shows.
Of all the animes we've ever covered, all the shows we've ever covered on Binge, this is the one that I feel teaches you the most.
Yeah.
You know, it's political commentary of its time.
Mm-hmm. All you got to do is say, "Life lessons come get you some." Say,
and the crazy thing is, it's politically incorrect, and it's politically
Ahead of its time.
Yeah.
No. What's the word I'm looking for? Not politically incorrect, but it's politically unapologetic. It's unapologetic.
Yep.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
they he and she, because the writer, which meaning writer of and director of the episode and the correlation of Regina King Hall. I'm sorry. I'm a little intoxicated, but I'm mixing up the names because Regina King is Dashiki from Dopey and Menace, and I think Regina Hall is the voice actor for Huey and Raleigh. I'm kind of
Regina King is the voice actor.
Yeah,
Okay,
you gotta,
Regina
you
King.
gotta, you
Okay,
gotta
We get the point, Grim. We get the point. Just finish your statement, bro.
So so basically, them two correlating and making the show that that we can all relate to. It's just amazing. Like I love their creative minds. It's just like I love it. Another thing if she does watch this, Cree Summers, I appreciate you shouting me out
Why do you
at
think Cree
BlurCon.
Summers is gonna watch this, bro?
Listen to me. You're going to add her into this, okay? So she can, see this. Cree, I love you.
I don't need to do none of that. Cree
I hope she goes to Fan
already
Expo.
Cree
Come to Fan
Summers already
Expo.
retweeted like 2 of my tweets, so I'm good.
Thank you.
Can she come to Fan Expo, please?
I love.
She
listen,
retweeted 2 of my tweets. Okay,
listen to me, Cree.
she is a beautiful person. Okay,
Cree.
mind, body, and soul.
Listen, so he went to BlurCon. I was incapable of going. Cree Summers was there. They had a package where you meet and greet her. You talk to her, have a whole conversation with her. And I was so reluctant that I have a brother from another, an ideal tone, to get her to shout me out and to get her to recognize that I've been a fan of her since Different World, well before
Wow.
all of her well before all of her voice acting that she's done, in number 5 and Susan from the Rugrats, and man, yep. It was
the voice characters. I can name the characters for you.
My favorite,
listen.
some of my favorite characters were all mostly animated. And don't get me wrong, I love A Different World, but like Princess Kita, she killed that.
Princess Kita, she was
she
amazing.
killed Princess Kita.
Yeah, she was amazing.
Don't forget Matt from Batman Beyond. Barely talk about that.
No, but you know what? She told us in the interview what her favorite character to voice was.
Wasn't it Catwoman?
No, her favorite 2 characters to voice, which she loves all her characters. Don't get me wrong, but her favorite 2 characters to voice was number 5 because how smooth and cool number 5 is.
Right.
And then Foxy.
Yeah.
She loves Foxy because Foxy is Foxy is wrong but sexy. Like
yeah, Foxy. Yeah.
She loves voicing Foxy because Foxy is just like so
Foxy
fucking
from Drawn Together.
yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
See,
She loves
and
voicing
like,
Foxy.
Yeah, and I love the fact that my brother from another Idealist was able to get her to shout me out, and you guys don't understand how much that meant to me. Like I was literally, I have a video that he sent me of her saying, "Hey Grim," no, hey Rod. She said my government. She said, "Hey Rodney," and she blew me a kiss. And she blew me. It made me cry. It literally made me cry.
You see this motherfucker over here getting all emotional and shit?
She's amazing. She's amazing.
Keep it up.
And I would love to meet the voice actor for not meet, but just this the virtual conversation to meet the voice actor for Raleigh and Huey. It would be amazing, man.
I'm just saying,
Regina
Cree Summers was awesome to meet, and I would love to meet Regina King and all these other people. Well, who knows who's going to literally next year at BlurCon? Who knows who's going to be the next guest?
Yeah,
who knows?
And Fan Expo. Let's not forget about that.
I'm not going to forget about Fan Expo. I'm not.
What's Fan Expo?
Fan Expo is a Comic-Con in Philly.
Yes.
Oh yeah, that's the one you went to in the convention center, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will never work there again. If I ever move back to Philly, I would never ever work there again.
But I will say, Cree, she made my day because she signed my water bottle that has all my anime stuff on it, which I'm still adding stuff to it, as you guys can see.
Wow.
Let me take a look at this bad boy. Hold on.
I bring it
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wait.
Wow.
That's fucking dope.
Wait, my internet's unstable. I can't see it. Can you hear me?
Yeah, you can't see it?
Yeah, I still can't see it. I can't see you.
Oh, I'm sorry. I can send you a picture.
Oh, okay, now it's back on. It's back on.
I so love her. You guys don't understand. She was like the most gentlest. She was like the most gentlest soul in Different World, and that character transponded into a beautiful woman who is Cree. Like I literally based my relationship off of a woman when it came down to Cree because she was amazing, and Cree Summers, man. I
Only,
just love her.
yeah, man. Only thing I regret that I couldn't do was get high with her.
Wow.
Because she was, she's an advocate. She was like, because someone asked her a question like, how do you fight your nerves before you do a role or do voice acting or whatever? She was like, well, it depends on how high I am before that. Like, I was dying, yo.
He told me that.
I was dying. She's so cool. But
oh yeah, she's kind of a hip.
That she is.
That for sure. But no, so we kind of went a little overboard, but that's all right. But yeah, so good episode, guys. Boondocks. If you haven't watched it and you watch this, please watch it. Otherwise, I will be highly disappointed in you as a person.
Yeah, you're actually missing out.
Well, I mean, in terms of Binge and Cringe, this is one of our top. But like when we discussed doing this show,
you cut out, Cobalt. What?
I think his mic died.
When we talked about doing this show, you hear me?
Yeah, we hear you.
Yes.
When we talked about doing this show initially,
you're cutting out, Cobalt.
You're cutting out again.
Is your mic dying?
Yeah, is your phone or mic dying?
Cartoon. We talked about.
Cobalt, you're cutting in and out again. You need a better connection.
Bad connection right now.
Yeah. Try again.
I'll say his mic is active.
All right, hold on.
All right. Does anyone has anything else to say before Cobalt gets this thing together?
I'm good. I already had to say what I said to say.
Miss Dom?
I don't know.
I'm all Gucci. Being covered a lot.
Basically, I think what Cobalt wanted to say was Boondocks is a hit. And
yes.
We're going to, and Binge or Cringe is a brainchild of mine from just a love of animation and everything. And let's be real, Binge or Cringe has grown, and we don't always get the big groups like I want sometimes, but like we're going to keep moving forward with it. And one day, hopefully, we have like a large panel again. We've only had a couple episodes where we had like maybe 9 or 10 people in it, John. So
that was I think that was during what Hunter when we spoke on
Hunter was one.
Wasn't it one of our favorite black characters? And
another one.
The black characters was one. The end of the year one was one. The end of the year episode. What else was one? Naruto was one.
What about the guilty pleasures?
Yeah, but I couldn't. Guilty pleasures. I don't think that was one. It might have been. Naruto was one for sure.
Did we ever do Avatar? I think
we did do Avatar.
Avatar versus Korra, right?
I wasn't a part of that Avatar because you guys spoke on the difference between Korra and Aang, and you guys was like sucky because Aang is the guy, Korra is like a douchebag. So I'm just gonna leave that out there.
We talked about. We already said Aang was better. What do you mean?
Wow, hating this long after.
Right. Like, bro, what you talking about? We never said Korra was better than Aang.
Oh, all right. I just want to make sure.
So it wasn't a sexism thing. So I don't know.
No sexist involved. It was just.
It had nothing to do with sexism.
Listen. We
literally broke it down.
Yeah, we just knew that Aang had only 6 months to learn everything, and Korra had.
And it wasn't even. And you know what? We came to conclusion, but we also said Korra wasn't a horrible.
A different way. I don't know, but. If you want to have another, which you included, so you can have your input, we can.
I'll be honest with you. I think we broke it down. Aang, and I'm not saying Aang is better in the sense that he would dominate her, but let's be real. But there's certain if I had to, because we even said it in the episode, we said Korra is a better bender, basically, because she's more ferocious in her bending. You know what I mean?
Well, she was a more aggressive bender, and was able to learn the other styles better than Aang.
She was
remember, he spent a ton of time on the wind style, you know?
Yeah,
Mhm.
so
Plus he was in
basically she was a more powerful bender in base form. That's what we agreed upon. But we felt like
development wise,
which we said in the episode, she was not given development like Aang was. If anything, she was given development, but it took her power.
Yeah, it was stagnant. Like, okay, we really about to go into something.
Yeah, let's stop. All I'm saying is it was opposite eras and opposite ends. That's all it was. But it ended up, everybody agreed it was in Aang's favor.
All I have to say is this: Aang fought the Fire Lord at the most peak of the Fire Lord's power.
But Korra had more powerful villains to fight.
And then he turned around and learned blood bending without being Avatar blood bending.
That wasn't blood bending.
It wasn't blood bending.
It wasn't blood bending. It wasn't blood bending.
He took the Fire Lord's
energy bending.
Yeah,
that's the same thing as blood bending.
It's not.
Blood bending. Blood bending is you're right. Blood bending.
Me and Tone argued about this for about almost 3 months.
Get that ability back.
Yeah, he took the Fire Lord's ability to bend, so he did. It wasn't blood bending because blood bending is he can kill you with the blood bending. Yeah, never mind. Never mind.
But regardless, we're past that. We talked about that.
Okay. So, all right.
Anyway, we're moving forward, looking to the future. Okay. So, but good job, guys. Thank you guys for being here for this episode. Join us tomorrow for another episode of Binge Cringe at 8:00. Demon Slayer season 3, the Swordsman Village arc is where we'll be discussing.
Which I didn't like.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm not finished because I'm watching the dub, but I am like the episodes are coming slowly, so I'm just gonna know up to a certain point.
Okay.
But I do know what's going on.
Okay.
You'll catch up quick on that one. You'll burn through 3 episodes in a heartbeat.
But we're not gonna even acknowledge Grim right now. Okay.
No, we're gonna ignore him. I will close out with one thing.
Yeah.
When you started Binge or Cringe, Tone, Boondocks was one of the first animes we talked about doing it. When we discussed cartoons outside of anime, it was number 1, Avatar was number 2.
Right.
And when we started doing these, that was going to be one of our first ones, but we didn't want to because it was that good and that powerful, and we wanted more people involved in it.
True. Yeah, because let's be real, the first episode of Binge Cringe was literally just me, Risky, and Kobo. It was, and we were, and it was, what was it, Dragon Ball Z?
No, I think I don't even think it was Dragon Ball Z. I think when we first did it, it was Toonami, right? It was Toonami.
Oh my
God. Here's the thing, though, we have been geeking out on anime every week for 2 years at that point.
Yeah.
So it was a culmination of us, well, hey, let's do this on a fucking podcast.
Yeah.
Because we'd sit there talk about this shit for hours.
Yes, we did Toonami. This was before I met you, Dom. I'm sorry.
I know. But still.
Yes, we did Toonami. So, apologize. Toonami. We called it Toonami, the golden age of anime. But yeah, so good episode, guys. Boondocks, definitely watch it. It's a must. It's a must see. It's a must watch.
Please.
Four seasons.
It's not just a binge. It's a seminal piece of art that defined a generation.
Yes.
Yeah.
But
listen, amazing.
Anyway, let's close out and let's get out of here. Thank you guys for joining me. Thank you all for watching. And we're gonna end this on a good note. Definitely watch Boondocks. I feel like I can say that over and over. But as always, I'm your boy Ideal Tone, and I just made that known.
Yes, he did.
Later.
Mind your business. And praise be the white Jesus.